March 11, 2020, the World Health Organization identified the outbreak of the coronavirus disease as a global pandemic. Our lives, usually colored with social interactions and connections, changed forever. As a therapist in training, I witnessed the incredible impact on mental health. As a community member, I witnessed conflict, fear, economic concern, political tensions, and I thought to myself, how will we make it? As a species, we are social beings. That is how we survive. So how do we cope and come together without really coming together? And then I noticed a trend worldwide. Headlines read, students organize art therapy project for seniors, coronavirus murals, pandemic-inspired street art, neighbors locked indoors fill the street with songs. I noticed this around me as well. A professor of mine began learning the ukulele. A client told me about dancing in their room. A friend picked up a paintbrush after having taken a 10-year break from it. As an artist, I witnessed something that I am passionate about flourish amidst the uncertainty and grief. So my thesis question is, what is it about art that made us turn to it when we were thrust into a global pandemic? Well, research has shown us some of the benefits of engaging in art. Hope, self-confidence, resilience, coping skills during adverse life events, and decrease of mental distress and isolation. In my research, I will use a method called interpretive phenomenological analysis, or IPA for short. This method pays particular attention to the unique experiences of individuals who have gone through a common phenomenon, such as the pandemic we're all going through right now. First, I will connect with individuals who engaged in art during the last year and have in-depth conversations about the impact of the pandemic on their lives and how art played a role in coping with these stressors. I will then conduct a detailed analysis of the transcripts of these conversations to find emerging themes and patterns. A unique characteristic of IPA is the active role of the researcher. So that means that I, as the researcher, will play a part in making meaning and interpreting the experiences of these participants. The results will hopefully give us a better understanding of the relationship between art and coping during the pandemic. The coronavirus pandemic is a novel event in modern history. Therefore, my thesis will be one of the first of its kind, and the findings will give us support and knowledge about using creativity in therapeutic settings, understanding the benefits of art in our daily lives, and on a bigger scale have policy implications. Unfortunately, although we saw a rise in engagement with art during the pandemic, we also saw a decrease in the economic welfare of the art world and artists. We continually make cuts to art programs in our schools and communities. Hopefully, this research will shed light on the significance of art during difficult times and encourage care in maintaining creativity as one of the pillars of our well-being.